Is Felix Garcia, aka the Finance Pastor. What an honor and a privilege it is to be welcomed to your home. Today is December the 24th, Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, everyone celebrates Christmas, the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And what an honor that it is. What a 2025 it has been for the stock market. For those of you that have been following my channel, for those of you that have just been trading in the stock market, it has been a pretty decent year for the most part. There's certain stocks that maybe haven't had the pull or the push that I was hoping for and that many people hope for, but hopefully it was a good trading year for a lot of my friends out there. For me, so far, I'm ending up the year very well. From my last look, I was up like in the 70% percentile that I was up, but the year's not over and anything can change. So I still have some open positions. I'm also have some long-term positions that I basically buy and hold, and maybe some covered calls here and there. But I'm loving what I'm seeing. I don't know what you guys are expecting, but I was hoping that there'd be a little Santa Claus rally, and I haven't seen that rally that I thought I was going to see. But overall, the stock has been very bullish this year. Even though the beginning of this year we started off very bullish, but then around that February, March, and April, all heck broke loose with the tariffs and just China and the US and all this war that was happening. It just pushed the brink of a lot of inflation talk. And we have printed so much money over the last 12 to 16 years, or even over the last 30 years. We have just been a printing machine. And no matter who's in office, no matter who your favorite candidate is, everyone has been printing money. That's not a good thing for the American citizen. Now we all owe around $329,000 per tax-paying citizen. That's pretty steep, and the inflation and the debt of this country keeps going up. What does that mean for the stock market? For me, it's always opportunity, meaning that you're buying good companies with money that's worth less, meaning that inflation kills your buying power. People who save are losers, not losers as in the person, but buying power. They're losing buying power every single year. When the United States prints out that printing press and prints out more dollars, we're in deficit over $2 trillion every single year. That's not healthy. Imagine if you make $1 million a year, but yet you spend $1.5 million every year. You're going to be in the hole. And it's only so long that you can carry that burden. And the United States have been doing that for a very long time. What is the United States doing to maybe mitigate or maybe lessen the factors of this? A lot of it is many people are comparing it to what Henry Kissinger did with the petrodollar. Henry Kissinger pegged us to the petrodollar during the 1970s. What that did, it gave confidence in the world that US became the reserve currency. So what are we doing now? The Trump administration has passed the Genius Act and the Clarity Act. That means we need to pay attention to cryptocurrency. I'm not saying go buy everything and just put everything in cryptocurrency, but you have to pay attention what the Trump administration is doing. You have to look at Bitcoin. You have to look at Ethereum. You have to look at Cardano, XLM, many other coins that are in that sphere, and a lot of them are really going to be growing over the next few years. Now, as a Christian, I always think this: the Bible does say in the end there will be wars and rumors of wars, then the end shall come. I consider investing in defense contractors. Also, we will come to a one world order, into a one world monetary currency. I believe that cryptocurrency could be the vehicle that could lead us into it. As an investor, I am looking to invest into that. I'm not saying go throw all your money into it, but what I am saying is be prudent and have certain type of funds in those cryptocurrencies. For the long term, it will behoove you to do that. I want to go look at some charts and maybe look at some graphs that we've been looking at, but I want to look at some of my favorite stocks. I have been looking at a stock here. I had a friend that gave me a recommendation on a stock called Now, which is a services now company. This stock right here has been doing some phenomenal things. And if I could get off this screen right here, we are looking at this stock right here. It is at a place where there's a lot of consolidation. And I am seeing, let me go do this right here and share my screen with you guys. And right now, we're seeing some consolidation in this stock right now. It has had a high of 234. And if you could see in the left hand sign, at left hands here, there was a big, huge gap to the downside. Now, this gap has never been filled to the upside. I am seeing that there's a lot of institutional buying in this 150, 157 range. That is my guess. And if you start seeing this step, you can see the same patterns. And this is in a 5-year chart. So I'm considering putting this into my buy range. If this stock continues to consolidate in this area, I'm considering putting this in my buy on the long-term portfolio. I like this company. I think this one is in the healthcare services. I'm bullish on this one. Now, this is Tesla. Tesla has had a great run. The valuation of Tesla right now is $1.6 trillion. Now, this is personal opinion. I believe this stock could be a $5 trillion company, meaning that this stock could be worth a 900 bucks. Now, for those of you that have remembered my first during the beginning of this year, I did a stock split video on Tesla. Generally, when a stock splits and it's split around the $850 range, $900 range, generally a stock goes back to the same price where it's split. I believe this stock will go back up to the $800 range. I still think that this is a discounted stock, even at the $485 range. Now, for the person that I trade Tesla, and Tesla is not a stock for the weary of heart. This is not the type of stock that you trade if you don't have some emotional intelligence, because this stock right here will teach you and will give you something called experience. And experience is something you receive after you need it. So this stock right here, if this stock were to have a downturn, I could see this stock going all the way back down to the $400 range. Now, if that does happen, I would even buy even more. Now, this stock will be consolidating. I would look into the 450 range. Even if it's going and consolidating in that range, to me, this is still a discounted stock. I'm looking at that one. Apple. Apple right now is just in a nice upward trend. Just look at it over the last since August. It just has lower new higher lows. Look at this. This is a beautiful pattern right here. Stair step. Look at this stair step right up. Steady Eddie. This stock, if you have been a patient investor, if you bought in the 190 180 range, even in the $200 range, you have seen a nice return on your money just by being patient. And that's the name of the game, is being patient. There's a lot of people that trade needing to have make money tomorrow, tomorrow, but I'm all about the patient person's game. So Apple is one of my favorites. Let's go to the S&P 500. Again, S&P is playing around with that $7,000 mark. If this stock has a rally over the next 5 days, this is going to be huge psychologically for the American investor to see that number cross the $7,000 mark. Now, will it stay there? That's yet to be seen. But psychologically, many investors want to see that $7,000 mark. If it hits it, I believe there will be an area of testing around the SPX around the $7,000 mark. So pay close attention to that one. That's in my watch list there. Nasdaq It's been consolidating. Really, just it's in a consolidation move. No man's land right there. It's looking either to make a move up or move down. Nowhere around it. Dow Jones. Dow Jones again, steady Eddie up. Now, I thought this stock was going to make a strong move to try to hit that $50,000 mark. But look at this move that the Dow Jones has had since May. If you were playing the diamonds, DIA, look at this move. Classic stair step up, stair step up, stair step up, stair. A little glitch right here, but I mean, just look at the consolidation V pattern, almost a V pattern here. This is definitely a V. So that's something that you can see right there. Netflix again. This one right here, this was a split right here. So this stock split. I had this conversation with a couple of people, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Netflix to me is still a strong buy, but not right now. This thing with Warner Brothers really has me thinking that with this hostile takeover from Paramount and also with Oracle, there's a lot of players in this business who don't want Netflix to get this deal because, in other words, it's going to really expand their reach and they could monopolize. So I am bullish on Netflix long term, but I would wait to see if this stock does drop down into that 83, 84, $85 range. Then I would consider maybe adding this one to my portfolio. Even if you bought now, I would still be, you still have to deal with the headline and systemic risk that comes with headline news. So that's something that you have to consider. There's going to be a lot of talk back and forth because you have a lot of billionaires involved in this deal from opposite sides. So you start reading the uh, what this hostile takeover or this bid from Netflix. So you have a lot of people that are really backing up uh, the other side. Gold and silver, my lord, just new highs. Silver, I can't believe it. So long I've invested in silver, like so long. And when you spend 15 years and it's just gone from $12 to like that $30 range, and you're seeing it just double, quadruple like it has been in the last month, 2 months. I mean, it is insane. I'm glad I kept most of my silver. I sold some when it went up in the $40 range, but then I'm like, crap, I should have kept it, but it is what it is. But silver, I love what it's doing. Let's look at some other stocks here. Let's look at some other stocks that I like. Let's go Nvidia. Again, Nvidia is in a no man's land. It purchased another startup company, $20 billion. I would look at it's in this consolidation range. It's following it. This was done several days ago, and it keeps following it. I'm just seeing what it continues to do. Will it continue to go up? That would be a good thing to look at. But I like Nvidia. It's in my long-term portfolio. I own it. And I'm in the long term on this one. Let's go. What else? Amazon. And again, consolidating here. I know it's Christmas every day with Amazon, but Amazon has just been consolidating right now. So I don't see a trade here unless you're doing a credit spread. Yeah, I can see that. But other than that, it's just consolidating. Let's go with Meta. Meta. Meta really took a nosedive right here. If Meta gets a push up, it's gonna fill this gap right here. But man, I thought this was gonna be a bullish trend, but I was wrong. So Meta, Meta really had a. I've been bullish on a lot of stuff that kind of just uh, Palantir. This is a pretty good stock here. It's had some. It's off its lows from the downturn from that 204 range. But again, it hit this range, this 150. So 150, there's pretty much a lot of institutional buying in that price range. So Palantir, if this stock drops to 150 range, then you know you're hitting a floor there. Palantir, AMD. AMD, okay, has having some tough times there, but right now is AMD. It's kind of, this is a concern for me. AMD went so quick, so fast. Um, I mean, just look at it from this. I mean, just from boom, here we go. I mean, it's just $80 in May to now we're at two in December to 208. So like 215. I mean, that's a pretty good move. You more than doubled your money if you were in this stock and you got in at that price. AMD, MicroStrategy, again, been hit. So has BMNR. Just every with Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrencies just down. It's just everything has been really has gone pretty much down. I mean, crypto, any ETF that's associated with crypto, any of that is really just nil, is going down. So hopefully something happens, and like Voldemort here, if you like Harry Potter, maybe the with a little spell with Christmas Sporionis. Hopefully the stock market will go down, but I don't know about that. Hopefully I got a wand for my Christmas because I do like Harry Potter. So but hopefully, you guys have a phenomenal Christmas. I hope everything that you heart's desires goes well, and that you may have a wonderful time with your friends and family. May God's peace be upon you. I expect to have a phenomenal weekend. I hope you guys do too. Remember the reason for the season, which is Jesus. And I pray that you have an amazing, amazing, amazing week. God bless you guys.